we're at Norm's gym. This is like week 15 on my knee. As you guys know, I have chondromalacia in my left knee, which is the soft tissues on the patella. Gets damaged, gets scraped. I found out a little reason why this has occurred. One is lack of mobility in my left hip, tightness of rectus femoris that pulls the patella into the femur, and the pressure, the little gap between your patella and your femur is very tight, and when it doesn't get any break, there's no time for it to heal. So I've been stretching. Another thing is my left leg or my hip is like this. So when I squat and I put my feet down, my left leg appears to be longer. So when I bring the, say, leg press chassis to me and I put a band on the top of my legs or a stick or ruler, my knee's like this. So there's more pressure on the left side. So here I got a green band, put it around the knee. So every time I have to straighten my knee, I'm hitting my quad muscles without putting tension on my patella. Leg extension, 30 pounds in leg extension bothers my knee. I can't do it. So this is another way I can hit my quads, fire them more directly without creating an injury from a leg extension. And then obviously holding under tension over a longer period of time or adding bands. So I usually walk my way back to get maximum tension. I put my toe into the ground and I lock, hold, lock, hold. And I'll keep doing this until I get a good burn, and then I'll jump right into this. So when my knee was severely injured, I had to put my feet higher up on here, so there's not much pivoting of my femur going forward in my patella. The more the patella started to heal, this has been week 15, I've been able to work my feet a little lower up on the pad, which puts more emphasis on my quad, less on my glute. And of course I'm being careful, slowly getting better every week. This is substantially difference considering that I couldn't even squat my own body weight, couldn't even lunge my own body weight, and now I can without any pain. The problem is the quad just doesn't want to fire. So I'll do 10 reps like this, 10 reps a little closer, and I'll progressively get heavier and heavier until I feel the right leg start to compensate, because when you get a weaker side and a stronger side and you start to train to failure, the right side is going to keep working harder and harder, and then the muscle imbalance is going to exacerbate until this can catch up. So the second I feel my right side shift, that's when I stop. So one of the things, progression with my knee injury, with the chondromalacia under the kneecap, is retraining your body to do squats, because the left leg is so much weaker than the right leg. During a standing squat, my hips will shift. So doing a box squat and sitting your hips back down kind of retrains my technique and form again. And I work on some muscle imbalances. My knees kind of come in a little bit. So I put a band around my knees to get more resistance in the glute area. But I'll do a couple sets of this. I mean, usually box squats is a lot of a powerlifting exercise. But again, we can learn a lot from powerlifters since they're so focused on mobility, and it seems like they're much less injured than bodybuilders are. Probably because we don't listen as much to our own bodies. Psychologically, like, a lot of people don't talk about injuries and what it does to you psychologically, but I mean, man, I've plagued them forever, and it's annoying. It's extremely frustrating. It's emotionally daunting, but you can't give up. You got to keep pushing forward. And I have to say, like, the knee injury is probably the worst knee injury I've ever had. It's taken so long to come back, and the rate of progression is so slow. But for all you guys out there who do get injured, just don't stop. Just figure out a way to work your way back. I know too many people who get injuries and they just quit. But you can't do that. There is a way back. A lot of top athletes have catastrophic injuries that eventually work their way back to being better than they were. Hopefully that's the case with me.